So, how's your life been as someone who's trying to start to make a living online?
I like the term making a living online. I like the idea of all my assets and everything that I own being online rather than physical. Does this make sense?
Yes. So you would you would rather hold
A shit ton of cryptos? Yes.
instead of property, for example.
I mean, this is not financial advice.
Clearly.
And it's a lot more about philosophy than it is about money. So keep that in mind while I'm saying this. So this is not like, oh, I will have more money. But I like the idea of owning digital stuff better than owning physical stuff in general. Like, I'd rather own... I mean, yeah, it's going to sound clickbaity, but like I'd rather own an NFT than a physical piece of artwork. Of course, depends on which one, right? But in general, like that's an idea.
Yeah, but with NFT, for example, it's because it's trendy.
Which is why I said it's a bad example or clickbaity example. But if we go into other stuff, like for example, I'd rather have a mobile bank, a digital bank than a real bank. Even though I know that like N26 is not, or any of the neobanks, like they're not the exact same as an actual bank, right? Obviously, I'd rather like have that.
Honestly, I would rather hold property over Bitcoin, for example. But
wait, Bitcoin is not physical. It's
yeah,
digital.
I would rather hold a physical property
Then
as an investment rather than Bitcoin in a wallet. But for example, my situation right now, my family owns most of our whatever we own in property, meaning that in the now almost inevitable event of war, okay, that's a bit pessimistic, but in case of war,
yes,
that
keep
would
going.
be worth shite. And a Bitcoin will be a bit, although 9% of the world's Bitcoin is mined in Iran, so who knows what will happen to the Bitcoin supply. It might even skyrocket in price because of that. But, you know, even if fucking Spain, I mean, Spain was in a civil war less than 100 years ago, so there was... My hope is that there will always be servers that, you know, mine Bitcoin. And there will not always be secure borders and stable governments to protect your property and its value.
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck? When did this happen? Like when did we... It's been 1 decade. It's been half of our lives where this has been like this. The 2-minute conversation we just had has been even a possibility.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is this going?
I don't know, but I trust my digital wallet more than the banknotes that whatever country in the world can issue.
Oh, of course.
Well, I mean,
no fiat is ever worth anything, basically, unless for like a two month.
I was talking to someone from our class. I'll say our class because we have class together all the time. I was talking to someone from our class the other day, and he was saying, yeah, but if you buy cryptos or if you buy this or if you buy that, whatever investment you make, stocks, whatever it is, whatever you hold, you have to have a strategy around it. You have to think of what you're buying and when you're going to sell it and what your expectation for that sale is. And my rebuttal to that, which he agreed to, was right now I'm holding euros. What's my exit strategy for that? No one has that.
Not consumption. If I'm holding euros, I'm going to consume it within the next few years.
But consumption is not a strategy for investment.
Yeah, but
you're
fiat is never an investment.
I agree with that. What I do think is that whatever you hold, you're holding something. It can be fiat, it can be cryptos, it can be gold. You hold whatever you want, right? It's just your assets exist in a specific form.
Yeah, this is an asset, but it's depreciating value as we speak into it.
But
Same with a fiat.
But this I swear to God this is true because I have very good proof from my friends. This depreciating asset is less depreciating than the Argentinian peso.
And the Iranian real and the US dollar at this point.
So wouldn't you agree that then it makes sense to have an exit strategy for your fiat regardless of what it is?
Of course, any minute. I mean,
but
right now, basically, my dad doesn't hold any Iranian reals because, I mean, no one does actually. Like, it doesn't matter if you make 50 euros a month, you don't hold reals. You either spend it, which most people have to just spend it all and borrow some money and spend more to just live. But if you have any extra, you either put it in stocks, which are also doing horribly, or you I don't know, you eat it or you invest it in some shitty investment that is at least better than holding your fiat.
But you do realize that the reality of 99 point something % of the population in this world has, like, yeah, it's holding fiat currency.
Of course.
But that's
because 99% of the world don't really have enough money to think about the fact that this fiat they're earning now will not be spent within the next fiscal year or 2 years or 3 years. Like,
this is true.
If you make,
but someone making, you know, if you hold anything, like if you have savings, for example, in a fiat currency, would you rather have savings in a fiat currency or would you rather have savings in some other form? Like, for example, let's use terms interchangeably here. Like, would you rather own an asset, even if it's depreciating, or have savings in a specific currency? Because, for example,
depends on how much money I have. When am I going to spend it? If I have enough runway in a fiat or a easily convertible asset like gold,
but easily convertible. First of all, gold is not easily. It's not the best.
I can literally buy gold right now on my phone and sell it within 5 minutes.
Okay, fine. It's a great store of value. It's a great medium of exchange.
Yes.
When it comes to medium of exchange, Bitcoin is just as good or better than gold.
By the way, to your point, gold is not really, like, buying gold online is not really a good way to buy it. There was at some point apparently during the financial crisis where each ounce of gold in the United States was owned simultaneously by 4 individuals.